The bottom line is this isn't an issue for the President of the United States. It's not his championship. It's not his cause. You may want it to be that way because it's easier to villainize because you don't like him, you didn't vote for him, you didn't support him. Guess what? I check a lot of those boxes myself. But you know what? He got it 100% right because this is an issue for the customer base of the NFL. The NFL's customers were upset about the fact that they were watching an entertainment product where people knelt before a symbol they felt very dearly about. And guess what happens when your customers are unhappy with your product? They feel less inclined to give you their dollars. It's bananas, I know. It's really, really mind-blowing, but a business might, just might, be interested in business. A business might be interested in appealing to its customer base. And yet, here's the NFL trying to strike a compromise. The NFL is not requiring players to stand for the national anthem. It's requiring players that if they come out on the field, they have to stand for the national anthem. You don't have to share my point of view, but you don't get to offend our customers. It's a very simple message. I respect many people in this debate, many people that disagree with me. I can name them for you. I can name several of them. Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, Chris Long of the Philadelphia Eagles, Doug Baldwin of the Seattle Seahawks. I disagree with Doug Baldwin on many things. I agree with him on some. This is an example I feel like I have strong disagreement with Doug Baldwin. He's missed the boat. Listen.
To me, this just further punctuates the tone deafness or the disconnect between the NFL and its players. The NFL just doesn't get it. It's more of a PR move to me than anything. It's not really trying to get to the gist of it. I don't really think they ever did care about the initiatives or the things that the players cared about. It's, again, about their bottom line.
That's Doug Baldwin on 710 AM Seattle. With all due respect to Doug, and again, it's sincere. I don't care if Doug Baldwin respects me. I don't care if Doug Baldwin likes me. I don't care if he agrees with me. It's not going to dictate whether or not I respect his opinion. It's how I roll. It's how we do it on the Cain Show. No agreement required when you enter these doors. But he got it all the way wrong. What I feel like is the NFL players have lost touch with and are out of touch with their customer base. Because if you find this rule, if you find the NFL today somehow putting you in an aggrieved situation as the NFL player, if you feel like the NFL is coming down heavy-handed, or how about this? This is my favorite argument, that I or the NFL just don't get it. I want you to think about the message that's being sent to customers out there, to fans, to NFL ticket buyers, to jersey buyers, to ratings points. I want you to think about the message because here it is. You ready? Here's the message. I have a right to protest the national anthem and the flag wherever it's being played, and especially when I'm being paid to be there. You make millions of dollars to be there. No one is requiring you to be out there for the flag. So if you walk out of the locker room and come onto the field and kneel, you're telling your employer and by proxy your customers, big middle finger to you. How is this business? How does this make sense? What business operates this way? I don't get to do it. I don't get to wear a political t-shirt. I don't get to wear a hat. You don't. What's your place of employment? Do you preach to everybody that walks by you? Do you share with them your morality? You share with them your politics? How does your employer feel about it? It's just business. And it's business 101. How does Steve Kerr? Steve Kerr, by all accounts, is brilliant. Brilliant as a basketball coach, and in most corners of the sports world, lauded as a brilliant man. Tell me how Steve Kerr can be so obtuse on this.
I think it's just typical of the NFL. They're just playing to their fan base, and they're just...
Okay, hold on. Steve Kerr's first indictment is, that's typical of the NFL. They're just appealing to their fan base, and that's idiotic. Stupid Apple designing these phones for their fan bases. Idiotic. How dare Marvel make a movie that fans might want to go to? Stupid. How stupid of the NFL to appeal to its fan base. Keep going, Steve.
I think it's just typical of the NFL. They're just playing to their fan base, and they're just basically trying to use the anthem as fake patriotism, nationalism, scaring people. It's idiotic, but that's how the NFL has handled their business. And I'm proud to be in a league that understands patriotism in America is about free speech, about peacefully protesting.
Every business tries to appeal to its fan base. Every business controls the speech of its employees so that it doesn't offend its customers. ESPN doesn't want me talking politics, nor anybody else around here. Safeway doesn't want the checkout clerk counter wearing the MAGA hat. Apple might. I'm not sure about Apple. Let me reset on that one. Chase doesn't want the bank teller telling you how they voted as they give you change. And I got one more for you before I go to break, Bubba. Don't get mad at me because I got one more. The NBA doesn't want its players offending its customer base. Hey, Steve, you got criticism for the NFL? You live in a glass house because the NBA's rule is this. Players, coaches, and trainers are to stand and line up in a dignified posture along the sidelines or on the foul line during the playing of the national anthem. Your league requires it. Your league mandates it. Your league doesn't give them an option of staying in the locker room. Your league is the one that says you must share my point of view. You must share my symbolism. Your glass house, Steve, is much, much shakier than the NFL's. So how big is that rock in your hand? You might drop it.